Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. Today we're going to be replacing the PCV valve and some little hoses for the PCV system on my 2001 Chevy Tahoe. This will be the same, if not very similar, for a ton of makes and models of the SUVs and trucks of this generation. So I believe it's like 99 to 04. Pretty much all trucks and SUVs of Chevy and GMC, this will cover them. And of course, everything you see in this video, there are going to be links in the description below for the parts, tools, everything to get this job done. If you have any questions, make sure you feel free to ask. The PCV valve should be replaced about every 30 to 45,000 miles. The more you drive, the older the vehicle is, the more it's going to get gunked up, the more you might want to replace it. I replace mine pretty much too often. On this one, it's like every 30,000 miles, but it's really like every 5,000 miles because I barely drive this truck. I'm afraid of it getting some oil in it and getting gunked up. But realistically, it's like every 3 years or so that I change it out. This time, I am replacing the hoses because in the past, when I made the old video, people were like, hey, why don't you replace the hoses going up to the intake manifold? And then I thought about it, I'm like, that's a great idea. I didn't even check those out. I was more worried about the PCV valve being good or bad. So, in this video, I replaced both of the hoses, going one up to the intake manifold and the other one going to the PCV valve. Two little hoses. They say 5/16 on them. So that's what I used to replace them. I just cut some hose that I had laying around in a little bit longer than the factory ones, and then also the PCV valve. I'd recommend replacing all those as well as I did. Get all that stuff. Links below. Hopefully get the best price and get parts tomorrow. Hopefully. Let's get going on this 01 Chevy Tahoe, but the same for a ton of SUVs and trucks. PCV valve replacement, maintenance, here we go. The PCV valve is located on the driver's side valve cover on the rear side of the engine at the firewall. Using some very basic pliers, I'm going to remove the PCV valve by grabbing the PCV valve and the hose at the same time and pulling directly up. You really don't even need the pliers to do this job, usually. Now on the other side of the PCV valve hose, it's going to be on the top side of the intake. Using a flathead screwdriver or a little hose pick like I'm using right here, remove this hose off of the nipple, but be very careful not to break that nipple. And if you see it moving a little, get something else to help you take it off. Now that the PCV valve assembly is off and removed, I'm going to take everything apart. Make sure everything looks good and really just replace everything. Anything I could take off, I'm not going to use it again other than the fitted hose and the heat shield. The PCV valve, you could test it by sucking on the hose side. You should not be able to blow on the hose side. This PCV valve is good. Like I said, I replaced it a little bit too much, but better safe than sorry. Only use AC Delco parts if you can. Links will be in the description below to buy those parts and tools if you need them. Again, before you put it together, make sure this hose, the fitted hose, the form hose, whatever you want to call it, looks good. There's no like little rubbing signs or cracks or anything that would make you think you're going to have a vacuum leak. Putting the hoses together might be a little bit hard. You might need a little bit of lube. Everyday lube that you have sitting around is just fine. Don't use anything special. Get it on there, lube it up, jam it in the hole. You'll be just fine. Get everything together, take a look at it, admire it for just a minute. And now let's get it ready to go back in the valve cover. If your grommet right here is a little dry, put some lube or some oil on that. Stick your finger in the hole. Just lube up the grommet a little bit and it should slide right in. If it doesn't, you might have another problem, and just look at everything. Don't jam everything together if possible. On the upper intake side going onto the nipple, when you push this hose onto the nipple, be very careful not to break it. Again, you're going to cause a lot of damage. It's going to take a little oomph, but be super careful. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies.